At first, extracting foreign military equipment might seem arduous or even scary, but as you gain experience, things get easier.
All right, y'all, welcome to the Commodore Arms channel. Okay, so today is April Fool's Day. Now, normally I would react to one of my old cringy videos of me acting and pretending that I was in the military. This was like, 2009, 2010, and kind of, play it off as if I'm actually reacting to a real unit. But today is going to be a little bit different. So today we're checking out the YouTube channel Satunnaista Sotilas Historia, which is, they do a lot of cool like military themed videos as far as like having some animations, but also some really interesting information about specific military equipment, specifically with the Finnish Defense Forces. But this is kind of like a parody video. This one's titled Towing a Tank with a Tractor. And if you guys don't know, that actually happened in the Ukraine war early on in the war. So I imagine this video is kind of, playing a goof off of that. But I'm excited to get into this because, it's always interesting to see like a parody video. But from this channel, I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. So let's go ahead and get into it. I hope it's kind of like an informational video.
Recently we have seen a lot of cases where farmers have found foreign military vehicles abandoned in their fields.
I didn't know there's multiple examples, okay.
The only practical way to remove them is to tow them with your own tractor.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this one. I couldn't even guess. I would imagine they're not stealing it. They're maybe just I'm very confused. I need some background for that one.
We visited a local farmer who showed us how you should extract a tracked vehicle.
Okay, here we go. Good to know. It's a cool logo. Oh, damn, that's cool. Okay. So I'll put this original video in the description so you guys can go and check that out as well.
It's morning
check out the channel.
And you're preparing for some field work. But then you notice that a foreign military vehicle has been abandoned in your field.
It sounds like a win to me.
Again. There's work to be done, but the buggers always park where they shouldn't. The vehicle has to be moved out of way before the actual work can begin. It's not a good idea to leave foreign military equipment just lying around. It might attract unwanted attention.
Okay, so I like how it's almost like a PSA already. Just like a, FYI kind of thing, if you couldn't tell that already. It's probably not a good idea to leave military equipment around. Being in the military, that's kind of, especially being like an NCO, that's one of the things that really stresses me out is just somebody losing a serialized item. But when it comes to a vehicle, yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Now, when it comes to this war specifically, it's not unheard of, especially from like the Russian military, to just leave stuff behind, whether it be like a logistical kind of failure, like they forgot to get fuel for their vehicles or ran out of fuel or what have you. There's a few reasons why we've seen kind of just vehicles abandoned. And it's pretty interesting to kind of hear some of the backstory whenever you do get some of the backstory. But it's also interesting to see what happens when they find that military
might
equipment.
Attract unwanted attention, and the result can be an even bigger mess. Typical vehicle extraction has 3 phases.
Oh, that's a nice
First,
find.
recognizing the need for extraction, then the physical extraction of the vehicle, and last, processing the vehicle.
Can I make this my new tractor if I throw some fuel in it?
At first you should check the vehicle to make sure it's really abandoned.
That's pretty good advice. You might just have like some infantrymen that somehow they didn't do accountability properly and he just like fell asleep. And he might think like, oh, we're getting rescued or something, like a wrecker came out and now they're helping us out. But no, it's just a tractor.
Telltale signs of abandonment are that the vehicle is seemingly okay, but hatches are open and there's all kinds of worthless junk lying around.
Yeah, especially
you
those
should
rations.
familiarize yourself with the main types of military vehicles in order to estimate if your tractor has enough power to extract the vehicle in question.
That's a good call. Where'd they get this B-roll footage of
The
this?
vehicle found today is a
I guess
special
it's not
breed.
B-roll. I don't know what's going on here.
It
I'm
has
so
tracks
curious.
and a big gun, but it's not a main battle tank. This thing is a self-propelled howitzer, which is lighter than an MBT, and a Valtra tractor
Really?
can easily handle it.
So did they? Okay. Is this what he recorded and took pictures of, or?
Any trash
Okay, well,
stuck
I
to the
guess that
sides
answers
of the
that.
vehicle should be removed before towing.
Okay.
Pretty much all military vehicles have fixed towing loops.
Good to know. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but
When you set the gear to neutral, a tracked vehicle rolls almost as easily as a wheeled vehicle.
I don't know where to find the gear, to be honest, in something like that.
Tracks make tight turns a bit more tricky. They want to roll straight forward.
Again, also
You learn
good to
through
know.
experience the best practices for towing each vehicle.
Okay. I'm like genuinely impressed they actually got some like B-roll footage to include in here with like an actual tractor and them actually towing this. So, I mean, he genuinely has some experience doing it. It's definitely going a step further.
Extracted vehicles should be collected to a single assembly point for further investigation. It's good if the assembly area is sheltered from rain and unwanted attention.
Maybe get rid of the lost and found sign then.
Note that the fate of extracted vehicles varies according to local legislation and overall situation.
But have you captured an orcish tank? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm genuinely curious, like, if they do plan to go back and get these vehicles. I mean, they would have to mark the location for one. They would have to get everybody out of there for, another thing. And then just find the need to get back to it without losing that terrain in that time. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, depending on the equipment, I guess, but maybe like an older, kind of like tracked howitzer, maybe not so much. Not worth going back and
Any special
checking the lost and
vehicles are
found.
usually seized by local military officials. However, during busy season, so many mundane military vehicles can be collected that they are usually considered finders keepers.
Hey,
The
take what you
easiest
can
way
get.
to get rid of extra stock is to sell them as scrap metal. Vehicles which are in good condition can also be sold on eBay.
I'm actually,
Some
I don't doubt
diligent
that.
collectors have even started businesses where tourists can drive the military vehicles they have found.
Okay, I'm curious if that's like a legit thing. Go to Ukraine and do that. Might be worth a little vlog trip.
At first, extracting foreign military equipment might seem arduous or even scary. But as you gain experience, things get easier.
I mean, I just
Before
need
you
a tractor.
know, towing them becomes a routine, like plowing the field or filling out all those forms for EU agricultural subsidiaries.
Okay, cannot relate, but that seems like a pretty small chain for towing something
The
that
most
heavy.
important thing is that everyone who's able participates in the effort. When sufficient amount of vehicles have been struck from their books, the foreign government gradually becomes less enthusiastic in parking their junk on neighbors' land.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially when they start seeing farmers taking it and putting it away. Your special battle tank just got turned into a tractor or something. Okay, yeah, definitely a weird video, and it's funny again seeing it from this channel, who is usually pretty serious about like going over equipment and even some other stuff. This looks like a pretty cool video in and of itself. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff on this channel. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. But this is definitely a funny one, definitely a cool callback to what we've been seeing early on in the Ukraine war, and maybe even like consistently. Because, I mean, I would imagine there's, still equipment being left all over the place, but maybe it's just not as meme-worthy nowadays because it's just happened so much already. But, yeah, I'm genuinely curious. And maybe there's like a compilation or something online where we can kind of see more of these clips of these farmers just taking this tank or this APC. So, of course, let me know what you guys thought about this video. Again, generally, I'll react to some of my old cringy videos. But there's only like so many that I will actually want to put back on the channel, because I mean it's still there. It's just it's private or unlisted, so you guys can't see it. But yeah, some of them are just a little bit too cringy, and it'll just be like almost impossible to not kind of break character. So if you guys want to go and check out some of the other April Fool's videos, you can go and check that out on the channel. I think for the most part, I put it in like parentheses saying that this was an April Fool's video. If not, I forgot. And some people are probably going to be leaving some angry comments thinking I'm actually reacting to some special forces and stuff. But this was a cool kind of change of pace. If you guys have any other like April Fool's type videos for me to check out, I might not check them out at least this year, but next year I could check them out, or I might just check them out for the hell of it, because these parody videos are always really entertaining to watch, especially from like serious channels and stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, have fun with today. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some people with some good April Fools. I mean, it's nice when you're a leader in the military, because then you can really mess with people, and just say like they have a day off or something, and then just not mean it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. I'll see you on the next one.